All right, so Sean, affordability, buying a house, budgeting, all the numbers, all the math, strategies. What can we do? Getting into March, April time here, springtime market. Big topic. Interest rates staying pretty stable, but figure today is a good time to talk about different things that you're seeing, I'm seeing on the number side of things, real estate side of things, on what are some strategies? How can people get into houses? Like affordable houses that are literally affordable for most people looking in, especially their first home. You know, it's hard.
I mean, I think we talk about affordability a lot, and it's, you know, every day we're talking about affordability, but what we don't talk about is how can people change their spending habits in order to afford a home.
No one wants to talk about this,
right?
Because it's, you know, I'm going to do what I do. Affordability is just, that's the problem. It's not me, it's you. It's always that thing,
right?
Type of thing. So a little bit we can talk into strategies on the real estate side, geographically kind of looking with areas. But from what I see on my side too, we were talking about it all the time. Let's talk about car payments first and foremost. When has it been normal? Like the norm now is the $85,000 SUV with the all-terrain off-road package with the $1,400 a month car payment. Like I see that all the time.
Yeah, car payments. I mean, it's the second largest expense for what somebody carries, besides housing. Right? It's the top expense.
Yeah.
And when you look at the price of these cars, I mean, they are what they are.
Yeah.
I always looked at it in you know, as if I had a car payment of more than $400 a month, that was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You literally drive in your car. You go from point A to point B in your car. You know, to spend more than $400 a month. If you have to spend more than $400 a month, maybe you shouldn't be buying that car.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
you know, there's a car is not going to gain you equity. It's not going to, you know, it loses value when you drive a lot.
Asset.
Right. Right. So why are we making that decision to drive this nice SUV, like you said, around town when it's costing you $1,800 a month or $1,400, $1,500?
I think that was our top. We had a client it was $1,800 a month for that one car payment.
So then you ask yourself, well, you know, why can't I afford a home?
Yep.
Right. You're literally, I mean, $1,800 a month that's a rent payment.
Yeah.
That's a rent payment. So if you could somehow get that down, instead of buying that big SUV and go into, you know, maybe a Toyota, I don't know, RAV4, Highlander,
nice.
Right?
Nice.
And get that payment down. First of all, put money down towards that asset.
Yes.
Right? Put money down. Don't put $1,000 down and walk off the lot. And a lot of those car dealerships are going to advertise that for you. Oh, you're $1,000 down.
They love it.
Bam, $1,500 a month.
People don't understand. They make a lot of their money when you sit down and you got to finance through Honda Finance to buy a Honda car, and you're gonna, don't worry, we got you, no money down. And when you look at the end result of the payments of what that's going to be, because when people come in, and why we're saying this is because when people come in to get a mortgage, these are all debt to income.
Right.
You have so much of your money dedicated to this vehicle to get you from point A to point B, pre-owned certified for like $20,000.
Matt,
put $5,000 down. You have a $300 payment.
I don't think I've ever bought a brand new car.
I have not either.
I'm always buying a 3 or 4 year old car. It's a lease trade-in.
Yes.
Right. So it's got low mileage. I'm instead of spending, you know, $60,000-$70,000 for that vehicle brand new, I'm literally spending $30,000.
Yeah.
So I literally just cut the total cost of the car in half.
Yep. Let someone else take that hit.
Right.
It's easy math, guys, that we want to go through about how this works, so you can hopefully have some tools, like instead of just the afford. Now, you said too, which I did the other day, which killed me when I looked at it, is subscriptions and apps.
Oh my God. So if you don't know this is like a little hack here that I honestly just figured out. Somebody told me about it. Hey, when was the last time you looked at your subscriptions on your iPhone or on your cell phone? And I got news for you. Like, I went through and I found 3 golfing apps.
Yes.
And I don't even play golf that much, but it seemed like every time I went and played, I literally downloaded an app to help me keep my score. Like, what's wrong with the old pencil and and scorecard thing on a golf course, right? So, but I was paying $9.99 a month for 3 apps for golf. So, so that's $30 a month I'm paying, and it's just coming. It's just bam, right on my credit card. And then other subscriptions. I literally had like 15 different subscriptions.
Yeah.
I had Spotify and Apple Music. Why do I have 2?
Yeah. And kids. I have 3 little kids at home. We had ABC Mouse. I realized this was like 2 weeks ago for when my oldest kid was like 5 or 6. He's 14. That is like $14 a year. Like, I get it, but when you start adding these up, I'm like, cancel. Then I went through, same thing. Like when your mortgage, like these affordability, like this payment is like $200 too high. Take a step back and look, what are you spending your money on?
Yeah. Here's a challenge for everybody that's watching and listening.
Yeah.
Go into your subscriptions on your phone and just look to see what you're subscribing to. And it's not even that it costs $9 for an app a month. It's not even that.
Yeah.
It's you're charging these to your credit cards.
Yeah.
So if you're not paying your credit cards off in full, that $10 app that you're buying every single month is costing you a lot more than $10. With the average credit card debt or credit card interest rate is 22%. Jesus. The average credit card interest rate 22%. So you're paying more than $10 if you don't pay your credit cards off.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a big expense, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Credit cards.
Yes.
Huge.
It's right on the list.
And unfortunately, like a lot of people can't pay off their credit cards every single month. Mm-hmm. But there's certainly things you can do, right, to help ease the pain of that monthly payment. I think I read the average $1,994 a month is what the average person is spending in credit cards.
That is insane.
That is insane. So you talk about car payments, people paying $1,800 a month in car payments, $1,500.
Yep.
Another $2,000 a month in credit card debt. And then we ask, well, why can't I afford to buy a home?
Yep.
Right? So it's about really managing a budget.
Yep.
Right? Your personal life, your personal responsibilities it's all about budgeting, right? So if you could take a couple of these things and literally lower the amount of your monthly spend, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you will be able to afford to buy that home.
Yes. And it's a painful process to go through, because no one wants to be like, it's me. I created this. No one wants to do that. I mean, I don't either. But sometimes you got to take a step back, and that's what we do, like on the pre-approval side, because mine it's just math with me, and say, listen, what are you doing on this? Like here's 3 areas. Let's get rid of that debt, or I have this much to buy the house. Let's put maybe a smaller down payment, and instead of 30, put 25% down or whatever, and take that 5% and pay off these 3 cards. How much easier would that make your life?
Yeah.
Or that car loan, or thing outside the box. So number-wise, affordability. Now also too, geographics can play into it as well. Where you're looking to buy, that can really skew those payments, right?
A lot of people are dead set on living in whatever town, but there's other options, especially here in the Lehigh Valley. There's a wide range of different. Every town is different.
Correct.
For instance, Hellertown is very affordable compared to Lower Macungie Township.
Correct.
Right. So or Emmaus. Hellertown seems to be is very similar towns.
Yeah.
But Hellertown seems to be more affordable. Same kind of housing stock, just a little more affordable. So expand your areas. Don't if you said, hey, I want to live in Emmaus, but you can't find something in Emmaus, maybe look in Hellertown. It's a similar town. Yeah, it's a different school district.
Yep.
But still, an option.
Especially first-time home buyers.
A
lot of people don't have kids. They don't, and I will say that old adage of like the first house is like a 7-year commitment at best. I see it. I still see it. That's traditionally people are getting old or getting married and having kids older. Yes, but usually that's still you're just pushing that down the timeline. It's still I usually say 5 years. That's when they get into the better school districts or whatever they want to do. The tax bills, the tax drivers, the tax bills are really what skews payments big time.
People are afraid to make that jump, that lunge. They're afraid to take. It's not. I can't afford this. First of all, going back to what we just talked about, cut down your expenses that are not necessary. Housing is necessary.
Yes.
Right. Housing is definitely necessary.
Yep.
But what housing does compared to any other debt that you have, it's good debt.
Yes.
Right? Because you're appreciating in value. You're building long-term wealth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you had the opportunity to invest in Apple stock 20 years ago,
Christ, I know.
right?
Yep.
But you didn't, and now you're holding off. You can say, okay, Apple stock is up here. Now it's not affordable. Well, that's not just not true.
Yes. It's all
Right?
relative.
It's still a good time to invest in Apple stock.
Yes.
It's still a good time to invest in Google and all in the big tech companies.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a good time to invest in real estate.
Yes. Always is.
That is always the best investment you're going to make.
Mm-hmm. And people don't understand too when you do your taxes, all of that interest. If you have mortgage insurance, real estate taxes, as of we sit right now, tax deductions. You're going to take your taxable income way down. So then that's even more money in your pocket. When you look at it that way too, that's where putting the numbers together and really looking at the overall picture. It's just, let's get back to basics where I think a lot of people have gotten away from the budgeting, the planning, because it's instant gratification. Like you said, car loans are private. I want that car. I guarantee 9 times out of 10, if you have a decent job, you have decent credit, they will find a way to get you in that car. Right. Piece of cake. Homes are yes, it's a little bit harder to get into those because you're going to have, but it is a much larger, it's not a $50,000 car loan, it's a $300,000 loan. Yeah, it should be a little bit harder. But you got to plan. Just think differently.
They're listen, if you guys are watching this and share this link with somebody that might be looking to buy a house, and they may not realize how much money they could save per month. Maybe they, you can't just make a change. You can't just throw on a light switch and say, but set a goal. Set a goal for the next 6 months or 12 months to literally go through look at your car payment. Maybe it's time to trade in that car.
So true.
Get a more affordable vehicle.
Yep.
That's going to do the same thing as that big, huge SUV. It's going to get you from point A to point B.
Yes.
Right? Maybe it may not impress the friends. It may not be, the loudest, fastest car on the highway. Yep. But it's going to get you to point A to point B. If you can save a few $100s a month there, go through your subscriptions, unsubscribe, stop wasting money on things you don't need.
Wasting money. Yes. That's a fantastic. What Sean said, grab this link, send it to someone. By all means, if you want to take a deeper dive, you know all my contact info. Sean, always a fantastic contact to go and look at searches, come up with strategies. But we talked about it before, having a team in place, putting these things together to be the most successful, like getting into a home. So great topic this week. It's awesome. Yeah. Next week, we have some very good guests coming in, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm hoping so.
Fingers crossed. So you have to tune in.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels. That's all we're going to say. It'll be a fun cast. So, Sean, thanks you, sir. Buddy. Hey, affordability, guys. Think outside of the box. Let us know if you have any questions. Share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.